Past 2 decades, China has underwent many changes. Once a poor farming country, China is now an incredibly strong country with the largest growing economy in the world and the second largest economy after the United States. However, having the largest growing economy comes with a price. There is an incredible amount of migrants coming from rural to urban China for a better life. A result of the mass migration is migrants and their families have to adjust to a new lifestyle. This includes 8-year-old Shen Hushun's family.
He is 8 years old and lives with his grandparents in Ningxia County in Shan Province in rural China. Huxin's parents left to look for work in another province. Now Huxin goes to school and helps on his grandparents' farm. Huxin struggles in school, and since his family is not educated, he can get no help from anyone. Most children like him and have no choice but to drop out when he gets older.
Chen Huxin, and I'm 8 years old. My parents moved away to a more urban area, which caused me to live with my grandparents.
How is life without your parents living with you?
It is very difficult having to live with my parents, or my grandparents and my parents, because I miss my parents a lot, and I don't get much money from them.
How is your parents living in the city?
The city life is hard for my parents, because they are forced to live in very poor conditions with low-paying jobs. It is also hard for them because they have no home.
Do you ever think of wanting to move to the city?
Yes, I think about it all the time. Part of me wants to and have a better education in order to improve my life. The other part of me doesn't want to live there because the living conditions are very poor.
Because Huxin's parents are rural migrants, they cannot become registered in the hukou system. This causes many difficulties when finding a home, and because of this, they have to live in very poor conditions with the other migrants.
When did Shen Huxin's parents leave?
They left to look for work in another province and have no way to support the family here.
What difficulties does this put on the family here?
We now have less people to help on our farms without his parents, which he was a bit. As a left-behind childhood has become very common with families.
Many children in rural China are in a similar situation as Huxin. They are known as the left-behind children because their parents leave to work in the city and create a better life, but they leave their children to be raised by family members. These kids often struggle in school without the presence of their parents, and they become forced to drop out at young ages.
Shen Huxin and his family are struggling because of the large changes that are occurring in China. Shen's parents were forced to move to a more urban area to create a better life for them and the rest of their family. However, while trying to earn a living, they have to struggle with getting a house because of the hukou system, which makes it difficult for them and the other migrants.